guys. I miss you guys. I miss your personalities and everything. Well, I'm outside and I'm going to read to y'all the Picasso book today. No, your teacher has not lost her marbles. I am representing Picasso and his work of art. How many shapes can you find on my face? I don't know if you can see the triangle. Try to use different colors with what I had. Okay, so we're studying Picasso. He was a famous artist. And I'll read to you about his story. Pablo Picasso was one of the greatest artists of the 20th century. He was born in Malaga, Spain in 1881 and died in France in 1973. Here he is older. Picasso's father was an art teacher at the local school. He encouraged his son to paint and draw. He wanted Picasso to become a great artist someday. I would say he got his wish. Picasso's painting style changed over the period of his life, more than any other great artist. He was always trying new and different things. The painting above was done when he was only 15 years old. This painting was done when Picasso was 57. There's quite a difference between the two paintings, isn't there? Notice the one he did when he was younger and the one he did when he was older. Sometimes Picasso would paint things that looked very flat. Sometimes he would paint things that looked so round that you might be able to pick them up off the painting. Like my chin, as an example. See the many shapes? When Picasso was 19, he left Spain and went to Paris, France. Some of the first paintings he did there look a little bit like the work of other famous French artists. This painting reminds many people of the work done by Toulouse-Lautrec. Some of Picasso's other early paintings remind people of Van Gogh, Gauguin, and Monet. He went through a blue period, and that's one of his paintings examples from a blue period. And then there was the rose period. Picasso's blue period ended when he met a girl named Fernande. Fernande and Picasso fell in love, and soon a happier color started showing up in Picasso's paintings. This was the beginning of the rose period. Not only were Picasso's colors happier during the rose period, but he started painting happier things. Picasso painted a lot of circus people during this time. He often painted them with their animals. The rose period didn't last very long though, because Picasso found a new way to paint that was really exciting and different. See the people? Cubism. Cubism was the next style of painting that Picasso developed and made famous. This is a cubist painting of one of Picasso's friends. The man in the painting looks like he's been broken up in little cubes. See my cubes? Those are the examples. That's where the name Cubism came from. Look closely. Can you see the man's face? What he was wearing, his hands, a bottle, a glass, and maybe his pet cat? Can you find anything else? Cubism is one of the most important periods in history of modern art. For hundreds of years, artists tried very hard to paint things so they would look real. Then Picasso came along and started to paint people and things that didn't look the way people and things were supposed to look. Picasso was always shocking people, but when he started painting people who had eyes and noses in the wrong places, well, even some of his closest friends thought he had gone too far. Picasso kept working with Cubism and changed it over the years. It became much more colorful and flatter looking. It also became easier to see what Picasso was painting. In this painting, very famous painting, The Three Musicians. You can tell the three musicians and tell what instruments they're playing. And another style that popped up for a while, Picasso painted people who looked more real again. People had many of Picasso's paintings look funny because of the way he moves eyes, noses, and chins around. The amazing thing about these paintings is how much they look like the real person. Look at the painting of Picasso's best friend, James Sabartes, on the opposite page. Does it look like the same man shown in the painting below? That's his friend. And notice what it says. I'd hate to see how I would have come out if I weren't his best friend. The thing that made Picasso such a great artist was his originality. He had the imagination to try new and different things through his entire life. So today we have something different and unique for you to try. We have a project of a collage. So you can use everyday materials, like our recycling projects that we do at school. I've used stickers and different things I found around the house, like liquid gold toilet paper. I used the leftover tubes from that and cut them and placed them. You see the cubism, which are like squares and circle shapes. Pick out different shapes that you see. You can draw and create with stickers, newspaper, anything you have in the house. Here's my example. So just pick some fun things. You can draw, you can create. There's so many things you guys can do, and you'll have a fabulous day. Shabbat Shalom.